not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Randall from outside. They get it back. And no good that time. James looking around. Out to Doncic. Out to the wing. Jokic with it. He's picked up by Walker. Outside Curry. Stolen by Robinson. And here's the fast break. Here's Fournier. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
You know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for 2.
And so Fournier nails both of them. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Curry against Walker. Pass to Giannis. James outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Doncic outside. 4 on the shot clock. And the jump by Giannis.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
Here's Walker. There's the 3. New York, no good that time either. Here's West now. LeBron trying. There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. Wow, he was up there, Kevin. That is what makes LeBron James so special. Size and the handle, what a nightmare to cover.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Oh, and the jam by Barrett.
R.J. Barrett getting up there. Dunk contest, anyone?
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. So the West ends up going with the new group. And then for New York, Nerlens Noel checks in for Robinson. Burks comes in for Fournier. And it's Rose in for Kemba Walker. Now here's Paul. Sabonis trying to get open. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Always been so tough is Paul. These types of finishes are definitely not easy.
Right side Rose. Back to Burks. Noel against Gobert. Three-pointer Randall. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. Taj Gibson's checked in for Julius Randle. .156 left here in the opening quarter. Paul goes in, and the shot goes in.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And it's Rose with the ball for the Knicks. Trailing by 4. Shoots from 12. And that one hits back iron.
And all the skill used on that crossover. You might want to save a little bit for the finish. Unable to convert there.
Here's Gobert. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Knicks trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside Gibson. To the paint. Here's Burks. And it's sent back by George.
Not many guys have the two-way ability of a Paul George. Just as dangerous defensively as he can be offensively.
Manuel quickly. He's checked in for New York. 1:04 left in the first quarter of the game. Trying to get open is Gibson. And it's Noel missing. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
And Gibson sends it back.
Taj Gibson doing a good job of just getting the hands up, and then the instincts come into play with the block.
Here's West now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Elbow shot is on the way. And the rejection by Noel. Here's Burks. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
call against Rose. And the rejection by Noel. It's good. Paul's got 6.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Rose dishes to Noel. Plays it up and banks it in.
And that's the role they want for Rose. Getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
Paul. Sabonis. And staying with the play, Sabonis.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. And so. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from the West All-Stars, what's your take so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Emmanuel quickly out there with Derrick Rose. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Noel. And it's Gibson in at the 5 spot. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see. Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is arguably the greatest passing center of all time. Arguably because Wilt is in the conversation. But Jokic sees the game a frame ahead. Nikola said, I just look where defenders are standing, listen to what they're talking about, and their play calls. For me, it's a normal thing. I just wonder what they're doing, and I do the opposite. Kevin, it's simple, actually. I'm going to do the opposite now and stop talking.
No. You keep talking, we'll keep listening. And David, thank you very much. Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Fournier comes in for Burks. And it's Kemba Walker in for Derrick Rose. Inside to stop the run. And it's blocked by Brown. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Jokic, he's checked in for Gobert. LeBron comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Luka Doncic subbed in for George. Randall's checked in for New York. Now here's Walker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
That's a tough finish. Walker can work the angles inside. If there's a man on him, he can change his shot however he needs to.
James against Quickly. LeBron is doubled. Simmons passes to Jokic. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They are just killing him on the interior.
First personal foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
And maybe a signal as well of how aggressive their defense has been tonight is to look at how many points they have directly off of a turnover. Good activity there.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's James. Kept alive. The second effort. Robinson with the block.
Well, the 7'4" wingspan of Robinson going to work on that shot. Swatted away.
And the West All-Stars with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here. The drive by James.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Walker against Doncic. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
That's on Evan Fournier.
Team foul.
Just shake your head at the size of LeBron James, and once he gets into the paint and gets pinballed around, gets that contact and finds free throws.
Catching up on changes for the West. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Ben Simmons. And Curry subbed in for Lillard. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Barrett's checked in. Now here is Robinson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
And another miss. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as it can have, you're right. And James throws it down.
LeBron sometimes will show him off. The handle's right there, pretty sick, slicing up the defense that time.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Knicks. The three. New York now working with the new shot clock. Robinson misses. Here's West now. LeBron passes to Giannis. Now here's Curry. That one drops for him. Curry's got his first basket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring. And if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jokic. And it's Paul in for LeBron. Barrett finds Walker. Six on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
New York needs to get off a shot. And they recover it. The shot's good from Fournier.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Doncic. No points in the game yet for him. Curry kicks to Doncic. Sabonis, the pass to Curry. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Barrett. Back to Walker. 1:15 left to play here in the half. Over Paul. And that one comes up a bit short.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Good.
The man was wide open there, and Julius Randle understood the timing to get him the ball to get that score.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's the floater. Here's Robinson. Nice D from Sabonis.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Yeah, it's stolen by Barrett. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. Paul with the defensive effort. And the West All-Stars have possession. Here's Curry. Pass to Giannis. And the shot goes in.
Steph out there singing a lullaby to the defense, gets them to sleep, and then sets up the teammate nicely.
And here's Walker. Three-pointer. It's good from long range. Walker's got 7 points here in this quarter. That will count. No good that time. And so it's the West All-Stars taking a 19-point lead into the break. They're And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through two quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court for the West All-Stars, they've got Nikola Jokic, Antetokounmpo out there with LeBron James. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Doncic in at the shooting guard.
What a burst of speed. LeBron turning on the Jets, getting past the D, and the big hammer.
And it goes down 2 points. Barrett's got 6.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
A prolific scorer in this league. Walker just keeps getting better. One of the most elusive covers in the game today.
Taking 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Walker against Curry. To the inside. And Giannis hits it to go. On the assist by Curry. 6 points for him.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Walker trying to get open is Robinson. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. And he drives in, and James throws it down.
I love LeBron being shifty on that play. Outstanding at going right to the rack with that size, strength, and speed.
Walker against Curry. Shots good by Walker.
Kemba Walker.
Walker's got 4 this quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
That one falls.
There's no way that LeBron James is not going to come in and dictate the tempo of this game. Just keeps his eyes up and drops a nice dime there.
And here's Walker outside. Robinson on the wing. Jokic defending. Robinson misses.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And the dunk by LeBron.
LeBron staying on the attack here. He knows when he can take over the game. It's whenever he wants to.
New York calls timeout. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
The defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Gobert, he's checked in for Jokic. Simmons comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. George is checked in for Doncic. And Lillard subbed in for Stephen Curry. And then for New York, Gibson comes in for Mitchell Robinson.
Emmanuel
And quickly in for Walker.
3 points.
Yeah, this kind of balance is going to make a huge difference in R.J. Barrett's improvement in the league. When to score and when to be the assist maker.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime,
LeBron James.
they've carried it out.
And New York making a change.
Second
Rose is
team
checked
foul.
in.
Substitution for the Knicks.
And here are the Knicks
Derrick
now.
Rose.
Barrett with the ball. 6 points for him. Pass to quickly. No good with the triple. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
And you got to try to keep LeBron away from the post as much as possible. That time, too deep, turns around, and gets the dunk.
Rose in the post, defended by George. Rose
Derrick
gets the
Rose.
bucket.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Here's LeBron. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Just again, LeBron James, his size, his speed, just impossible
2 minutes
to
remaining in
stop.
the
So
third. 2 minutes.
hack away.
Here's quickly. And that one goes long.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Quickly against Lillard. The baseline J. And it's quickly missing. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really
Look at that.
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim, that time on display.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Ball is turned
And
over.
so the ball out of bounds.
Ball.
Gobert touched it last. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again.
Substitution.
That was a big-time rejection.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for the West. Nerlens Noel checks in for the Knicks. Burks comes in for Barrett. Burks against Brown. Outside Rose. Shot clock at 6. Lets a floater go. No good. Shot missing. Rose has gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Rose passes to Gibson. Burks on the wing. New York moving it around. Lillard against Rose. Back to Burks. Over Brown. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Burks has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brown the pass to Simmons. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Simmons got his second bucket of the game to go.
And the feel for the game Simmons has, so adept at cashing in on what the D gives him off these pick and rolls.
To end the drought, the West All-Stars pull it in. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the West All-Stars delivering the blowout. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, we've got Alec Burks. Knox out there with Taj Gibson. And there's Nerlens Noel. And it's Rose in at the 1 spot.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Sabonis with the bucket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. Kicks it to Rose. Noel passes to Burks. Sabonis with the block.
Sabonis has to use good timing in order to block shots. That time he did. Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
Here's Brown. Gibson with the steal. Here's Knox. Defended by Paul. Stolen by George. Here's the break. Count it. Good.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it, and just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Now the Knicks with it. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Rose against Paul. Now here's Rose. D right on him. Just 5 on the clock. Over Jokic. Here's Gibson. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Brown. And good. Nothing was that time as it falls. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
I also love the fact that they've played with speed tonight. They haven't sputtered one bit, constantly getting out on the break and creating opportunities in transition.
And they get it back.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
The shot's good from Paul.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Here's Rose. Here's Noel. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
Paul kicks to George. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Assisted by
7 points for George.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And it's Rose penetrating. It's good.
Yeah, Rose is used to getting knocked around, especially with the force he drives the basketball. But how about the exceptional body control there?
On the wing, Brown. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And slam dunk by Noel.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Here's Paul. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Now the Knicks with it. Burks looking around to the middle. Here's Gibson. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
There's Rose with the 3. He's off on that one. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. The pass to Paul. On the wing, George. Down low, Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
Passes it to Noel. Trying to get open is Gibson. And that one's good. Noel.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Paul passes to Jokic. Brown inside the line. Sabonis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yes, Sabonis making good use of his height and hustle there, playing on top of the defenders.
Here is Rose. Now Burks trying to get open is Gibson. That shot is off. There's 42 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And George, here we go. Brown with it. Now guarded by Noel. Brown kicks to George. Shoots over Burks. George, no good. Here's Jokic. Paul outside. Hands it from downtown.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Brown outside. A three-pointer is right on target.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.